Welcome to my starter base comprehensive guide part 1. So you're new to the game and see thousands of base build videos, but still don't know where to start? That's fine, you're in the right place. Over the course of the guide, we'll go over a couple starter bases that you can quickly build. One if you're on your own, and one if you have a few friends with you. I'll also go over what you need to be completely secure so you don't get easily raided a few hours in. The first thing I'll go over are the different materials. There's twig, wood, stone, metal, and high quality metal. Twig is the default when building. When you grab a building plan and start placing down building blocks, they will always be twig. Twig is essentially worthless. It only takes a couple arrows to break. It's essentially made for you to lay down your blueprint, then upgrade using wood or any of the better materials with a hammer. It's quite the same with doors. There's wooden, metal, and high quality metal doors. On top of that, there's ladder hatch and garage door. The first design is one of the most common designs in Rust, the 2x1. The 2x1 is composed of two squares and a triangle airlock. An airlock is an area that has nothing in it, hence the name airlock, and is used as a security measure in case someone gets inside your base. In this case, the triangle is our airlock. Airlocks can go a little farther by placing doors a certain way. If placed properly, doors themselves can act as an airlock. Here are two examples. In the first example, the exit to our base is on the left and we have the outside door opening inwards, making it block the access into our base even if both doors are open. In my opinion, this is a little less safe since players can enter the triangle airlock. Not only that, but with this layout, they can see inside your base a little too well, making your TC, bags, and boxes exposed to outsiders. The second example, the exit is to the right. This time around, the inside door blocks access to the outside entrance. This is a much safer choice, as sneaky players won't even have access to the triangle airlock. Before I go ahead with the build, I want to talk about something you'll definitely won't want to miss. I'm a big fan of skins, and you can get some free skins too, potentially any skin you want. All you have to do is download salad.io. Salad is a small program that uses your PC to mine cryptocurrency when you're AFK. You can then use that cryptocurrency to trade for a bunch of goodies, including Rust skins, Steam games, gift cards, and so many other rewards. When mining, which they call salad chopping, the software tells you how much longer you must chop salad to get the reward that you want. I'm quickly going to show myself redeeming a $15 skin bag gift card to get some free skins. It's so incredibly easy to use, and you can get started literally within minutes. Salad is absolutely amazing, and it's completely free. Click the link in the description to get started right now. Now that we've got some essentials out of the way, let's make the 2x1. I will go over the build, and after I'll explain some design decisions, small changes, and upgrades you can bring to it afterwards. This is what you'll potentially have inside your 2x1 once it's finished. The first thing we do is lay down our entire blueprint in twig. Depending on our resources available, we upgrade it to wood. If you have some stone, start by upgrading the foundations first. Upgrade the rest of the base to stone as more becomes available to you. For doors, we start with wooden doors and key locks. Once you've got your first door down, we'll place our cupboard. Now, let's place two small boxes next to the tool cupboard. I'll place the bag here temporarily. Then we place 2 furnaces next to the entrance. After cooking some metal, you should be able to replace your wooden doors and key locks to metal doors with code locks. This will stop any primitive raiding methods like the flamethrower, shotgun, flame arrows, and swords on your doors. Now, if you haven't upgraded your base to stone, this should now be your priority, as wood is weak and can be taken down easily. Upgrading to stone means that the base is now secure and cannot be raided with any primitive methods. Raiders will need at least satchels to raid you effectively. We'll then place another large box near the tool cupboard for additional storage. To make sure I'm lined up correctly, I push the box through the back wall and pull it towards me slowly. I also use the lines on stone building blocks to line myself up. I'm going to pick up the sleeping bag to make room for the workbench and replace our bag. Now you've got yourself something pretty basic, but it's time to kick it up a notch. We're going to make a small 3-piece twig buildup that will allow us to place a triangle inside our base. Once the triangle is placed and upgraded, we'll go outside and break the twig. This part may seem tricky at first, but as you gain experience in building, it becomes much easier. So we're going to place the first box against the back wall as much as we can. Again, I use the lines on stone building blocks to help line myself up. Here I pick up my bag again, as it can get in the way. You can't place boxes half a story above bags, so sometimes bag placement may stop you from placing boxes. We then place the second box on top. Make sure it is squeezed up against the back wall and the box to the right. Next, we'll pick up our 2 small boxes so we can fit a research table and a large box under it. It's important to squeeze it against the workbench. Now we can fit the third top box. This one is the most tricky as the placement of other boxes matter a lot. Lastly, we're going to place some small barbecues along with the 2 small boxes that we removed before. Make sure the second small box is rotated and placed to the left, otherwise you will not be able to loot the back box. The base is complete. I'll replace my bag and put it the farthest away from the entrance, as that is the safest spot, and place a teammate bag close to the exit. If you have a third teammate, you can put a third bag in the airlock. Just remember that the enemy players will try to destroy it if they get access to it. Now, there's a few extras and tips that I want to show you that could be very well worth it. Let's get into it. The first one is boxes. If placing the top boxes seems too tricky for you, don't fret. You can replace one of the boxes with 2 small ones instead, which makes placement easier and also lets you place bags a little closer towards the back. Next one is the workbench upgrade. It may seem like everything is so squished that a tier 2 workbench wouldn't fit without moving things around, but you can actually just switch it out without hassles. Another nice upgrade is the garage door. All your deployables will still fit, but you will need the blueprint first. You may put a double door down in the meantime, and if the area you build in seems spicy, it's probably a good idea to do so. If you choose to go this route, you have to place a twig door frame and your door firsthand. You then place your boxes and upgrade your door frame afterwards. One of the upgrades that is definitely more debatable is upgrading to metal. If your boxes are filled to the brim, but you still don't feel comfortable building the main base, it might be tempting to upgrade to metal. Just remember that it's much more tempting to raid a metal base than a stone one. Don't go past metal. Keep your high quality metal for your main base and crafting needs. Another upgrade is high quality metal doors. If you get lucky and get one early on, don't throw it in a chest until you can research it, but instead use it. By putting it down, you'll get much better protection, and you can even use the hatch to close the outside door or defend your base. That's all for the 2x1 portion of this guide. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to see part 2 of the guide when I release it, which will be the 2x2 portion of the guide. I also intend more guides and tutorials frequently. If you have any questions, I have a Discord where I hang out every day and other socials that you can check out and follow me on. Everything is in the description. I hope you enjoyed the part 1 of the guide, and I'll see you in the next one.